I've been thinking a lot about behaviour this last fortnight or so, and I don't know about you, but I find behaviour leadership, if you do it well, things run super smoothly in your workplace or with your team. If you struggle with it or if you procrastinate, things get worse and worse and worse and worse. I wanted to talk very briefly about the key to managing behaviour of the people around us. And it all relates to our ability to converse and communicate with them. So as an example, and I'm sure you've seen this, you will see something you don't love. I don't know, maybe it's someone coming into work late or a behaviour in a meeting. It could be a variety of things. And your instinct is, the hairs in the back of your neck prickle up and you say, I didn't love that. I need to fix that. I need to go and talk to Paul. But sometimes it's hard to know how to get into that conversation. How do I talk to Paul in a way that will respect our relationship? He won't get all upset and not be productive. I also have some anxiety about using the right words and offending him. And that's a real challenge. And because a lot of people have those thoughts, they actually procrastinate the conversation or don't do it at all because they're just not sure that it'll go well. And the problem is this. So Paul's late to the meeting and we procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate. And eventually he's so late and it becomes systemic, and then other people become late because everyone sort of sees that it's okay to be late, even though it's not okay to be late. But the message we're sending is it's okay because we didn't say anything about it, right? You've been there. And, late at the meeting is an example, but I'm sure you could think of, and I know I can, much more serious examples of behaviour that needs to be dealt with. So how do we do it? Here's the thing. With difficult conversations, I'm going to give you some very simple tips on how to do them. First one is a psychological one for yourself. You must have the conversation. Make yourself have it. The way to do this, the way to hold yourself accountable, is to tell the other person the conversation's happening. That way it's locked in, it's scheduled, and then you're forcing yourself to do it. So, Paul, let's have a chat about blah. I wouldn't mind talking to you this afternoon at 2:00. That makes you do it. That's tip number one. Get in there. It's really good for avoiding procrastination. That's half the battle, right? The second tip is you need to know how to have the conversation. So I'm going to give you a simple idea here. Less is more. We don't need lots and lots of words and explanation. We just need to be to the point, still polite, still professional, but we get to the heart of the matter. We talk about 4 things. The first one is the context, why you're here. The second thing we talk about is what have I seen? What have I observed? Not what I think I've observed. I haven't observed your bad attitude because I don't know what your attitude is, but I have observed you being late. Third thing is what's the impact on you, me, the team? What's the consequence? What's the bad consequence that this action has? And then the last thing is what are the next steps? What would you like to have happen? So again, 4 things that we do in our conversation. Talk about context, talk about what we observed, talk about the impact on us and the team, and we talk about what the next steps would like to be when we're having a difficult conversation. That's after we've scheduled it to make sure it happens. And then the last tail piece of that is once the behaviour has changed, which it generally does after one of these conversations, we make sure we have another conversation saying, well done, thank you, I appreciate the change in behaviour. Good luck with that. Doesn't really make this any easier. It definitely doesn't make it any more fun, but you will get better results, and that will make you feel better and be a more effective leader.